Robbie Anderson is one of the players who has shown game-breaking ability on offense. Getty Images New Orleans, the Jets dropped their second straight game and 7th in 9 on Sunday with a 3,119 loss to the Saints. Here are some thoughts and observations. 1. The Jets' post-game locker room was filled with talk of how bright the Jets' future is. The tone was set by Todd Bowles, who told the media they will turn things around and must have conveyed a similar message to the players. There is reason to be encouraged, on one side of the ball. The Jets have several young players on defense to build around. Safeties Jamal Adams and Marcus May, defensive end Leonard Williams, linebackers Darren Lee and Jordan Jenkins all look like they could be pieces of the core of this team for several years. The disparity between where the Jets are defensively and offensively was on display Sunday. Josh McCown masked many of the deficiencies of the Jets' offense with the way he played this season. Without him Sunday, those deficiencies were clear. The Jets simply don't have many young pieces on offense that make you think they have a core on that side of the ball. Robbie Anderson has developed into a nice player in his second season. Austin Seferian-Jenkins has shown flashes. But there are simply not enough talented players on the Jets' offense as they begin to look to 2018 and beyond. This is Mike McCannion's mission this offseason. He must rebuild this offense and find some players who can be part of the team's core. Of course, it all starts with quarterback. Find one of those, and all the other problems lessen. But beyond the quarterback, McCannion also must rebuild this offensive line and find a playmaker or two to go along with whoever the quarterback is in 2018. On Sunday, the defense played a very good game against the number one offense in football. The Jets were short-circuited by their shortcomings on offense. If they want to be as good as they think they can be, it is time for the front office to stop ignoring the offense. 2. The perception of the 2017 season has been skewed by the low expectations everyone had entering the season. A 5-win season looks good when you were expecting a 2-win season. However, it should not be overlooked just how bad a slump the Jets are in as an organization. This is the 7th straight season they have missed the playoffs. This is their second straight losing season, the first time they have had consecutive losing seasons since 199,596, the Kotite years. These are dark days for a Jets fan. The playoff drought is the third longest in franchise history. The Jets went 11 seasons without a playoff appearance from 197,080, and there were 8 seasons at the beginning of the franchise without a playoff appearance, 196,067. This decade has not quite been the 1970s in terms of futility, but it is not far behind. Think of it this way: MetLife Stadium opened in 2010. The Jets have yet to play a playoff game there, and it feels like they are years away from winning a division title. When is Tom Brady retiring again? Since going to the AFC Championship in 2010, the Jets have had one winning season. This is one of the worst stretches of football in Jets history, and that's saying something. 3. Bryce Petty played better than I expected him to against the Saints. He made a few nice throws, and the moment did not look too big for him. That being said, no one could walk away from that game thinking Petty is the long-term answer at quarterback. What is interesting to me about Petty is he looks more comfortable when plays break down. He has poise and can usually make a throw when things don't go as planned. But when you ask him to make a timing throw, the ball is higher lower behind the receiver. When things stay on schedule, Petty struggles. That presents an interesting dilemma for a game planner. How do you plan for broken plays? That being said, I think offensive coordinator John Morton was too conservative with Petty. He is a skilled deep passer. I think the Jets need to let him throw it downfield more and take advantage of his ability to make plays with his arm instead of relying on him to make good reads and accurate, short throws. It will be interesting to see what adjustments the Jets make in his second start, next week against the Chargers. Chad Hansen, Getty Images 4. The Jets have until 4 p.m. on Monday to make a decision on whether to activate Jeremy Curley or let him go after his suspension for PEDs. I think the Jets might let him walk. Chad Hansen has shown promise with his increased playing time since Curley was suspended. He had 3 more catches on Sunday. One came on third down in the fourth quarter. The 24-yard gain helped keep a drive going that resulted in an Eli Maguire touchdown. Hansen's development should be a priority in the final weeks. Curley would be a progress stopper if the Jets keep him around. Revealing stat: the Jets repeatedly blitzed Drew Brees, but had just one quarterback hit in the game. That came from defensive end Xavier Cooper, who saw increased playing time with Muhammad Wilkerson out. Surprising snap count: cornerback Juston Burris played 40 of 68 defensive snaps. Burris was the team's third cornerback, playing in all sub-packages. Burris began the year in that role, but lost his job to Darryl Roberts. Burris had not played a defensive snap since the Buccaneers game last month. He had a good game against the Saints and was not victimized for any big plays. Game ball buster Screen has taken a lot of criticism this season, but he has played much better lately. His best game was Sunday, when he forced and recovered a fumble and was involved in forcing another fumble. According to Pro Football Focus, Screen allowed 6 receptions for 38 yards on 9 targets.